So, when last we left off, we had a neat visitor pop up while Manifesto and Javier were on their way back to the motel. But before we catch up with them, let's see what's going on inside the motel. So, while Manifesto and Javier went out to do something dangerous to appease the viewers, we were left with Grayson, Sandals, and Jet staying behind, along with some of the other survivors, we'll say, that were being shepherded by Maven.
So, dude, they all have weapons.
Before you left, you definitely saw Maven had a weapon. She had a crossbow. It nearly was used on Sandals, but as far as you're aware, none of the rest of them do. Man specifically refused a gun when Jet offered him. So the three of you that are still here find a couple conversations going on, probably people splitting off into groups. Mr. Man is with Jet. I think Martin's probably going to be over there speaking with them. And then on the other side, Maven and Bellamy are probably going to be speaking with Grayson. Maven's going to notice that Grayson has a clipboard and a pen on him. And she asks, hey, safety guy, can we use those?
I mean, sure. May I ask what for?
So I can ask him some questions and he can write things down.
You know, that's a terrific idea, actually.
Yeah. So he actually knows BSL and I know ASL, but there's not as much crossover as you might think there. So we definitely need a pen and paper.
Yeah, no problem. Grayson flips over his paper to the blank side and hands it over.
All right. So she starts asking him some questions and gets like information from him on what exactly happened to him. It seems she wasn't there for it. So she's questioning him. And at the same time, Martin's going to head over to where Jet is and say, so there's no sign of my wife? Didn't y'all run into her before in one of the games?
Yeah, we saw her all the way back in the cooler, but not since then. Been a little distracted with the fires and whatnot.
You look over and Melvin is just like frozen solid, not answering. He is terrified that he will let something slip that he does not want to. But Martin doesn't seem to pick that up on him and is more focused on Jet. And says, well, if you say so, I hope she's doing all right out there. Apparently there's monsters of some sort running around.
And what exactly have you seen so far?
Not much, to be honest. I've met up with these folks out lurking in the fog and saw the poor state this frog boy's been in, and I know that's not normal, so I'm believing whatever I'm hearing right now. And then after that, Maven is going to approach Sandals, who I believe is standing overwatch at the door, you said?
Yeah, so I'm just looking at like the picture in the background. It looks like there's like a room off to the right side here that's like lit with green. Yeah. I would say Sandals is like posted at like the corner of that door, like behind the wall, so that like anyone who's walking by can't just look in the windows and see that anyone's there. But he's keeping an eye out over the door, peeking out every once in a while, you know, from behind cover.
All right, smart. So Maven's gonna approach you and real softly say to just Sandals, out of earshot of everyone else, what happened with Margot? And then she points up at her giant bat ears, indicating she heard you talking about Margot earlier.
Yeah. I think Sandals is holding a gun right now. Which is like something that he is very imminently aware of. So without really focusing, like without pulling his attention off the door, I think very nonchalantly Sandals just responds like, what happened to Bellamy?
Same thing, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to get a better understanding of how it happens. and if it can be reversed. I don't really have a clear idea of what's going on here yet, but I think it's safe to say that it isn't instant. It happens over time. We just don't have the data to figure out exactly how long it takes.
Well, hopefully the rest of your group will have some information for us when they get back. Oh, and then she like looks up, and you can see her ear twitching as she hears something. Speaking of which, and she peers between the blinds on one of the nearby windows that's otherwise obscured from the outside, and she squints and leans back and looks at you and says, that's gonna be a problem.
What do you mean?
We got 2 Mikeys.
I think Sandals like counts in his head. He's like, Mikey, there was the kid, and then oh, and then he goes, oh, and nods and like looks out, tries to get a better line of sight out the front door area, basically.
All right. So looking out the front door, you'll see this scene on the outside here.
Does she have her crossbow on her? Is she holding it?
She is.
Okay, very, very good. We like
both
this.
characters named Mike.
Sandals finds that very hot.
I'm glad we've all got an update on
for
that.
Sandals.
Sandals has his priorities straight.
Yeah.
For once.
A goth girl holding a crossbow that she was just holding against your neck a minute ago? Come on, man.
Tell me that doesn't get you randy.
Exactly.
All right. So, back outside. Javi and Manifesto have been escorting Mikey over here from the well, having heard the approach of some sort of loping beast across the rooftops. And now that beast has leapt onto the motel roof and hangs down before them, blocking their path.
Sandals is trying to become an eloping beast.
An eloping beast with 2 backs? Never.
No way. He's gonna solve this problem.
So I'm gonna need a stability check from Javi and Manifesto. You're good at those, right?
I have a great track record with these.
Javi, what's your stability at right now? 3? That's pretty
3 out of
good.
12. We're good.
Manifesto's a 2.
Choo-choo. Let's go.
All right, you're both good. You've seen a lot of shit tonight, and seeing this deformed acid maw drooling rendition of Killer Dave is not shaking you. Javi, you're pretty sure actually he's done something like this in cosplay for one of his shows.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, it's a shame he couldn't quite pull off this look live, because this is kind of sick.
Yeah, this is sick as fuck. If he survives this and he's not a complete monster upstairs, this could be good for business.
Right.
But as he reaches down, he's gonna try and grab Mikey. So let's start combat. Let me get you all in there.
For just a moment, when you said that we've got 2 Mikeys, I thought that the stakes were going to deepen even more, and they were going to pull out another Mikey from the back room.
That's doppelganger.
So I thought that even this Mikey was also not real, and they had 2 monsters on their hands.
God.
Ooh,
Could be.
about that.
Twin Peaks season 3 end.
Those inside, I'll say you're close enough. I'll also put you in this initiative tracker.
Oh.
So you can run out and help if you want, or you can stay hunkered down.
Do we have a visual for the initiative tracker?
Yeah, on the right panel, the crossed swords tab is combat encounters.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's new.
Oh.
So it will go from top to bottom, but for some reason it doesn't sort it visually in this system. Don't know why. So I think, yeah, it'll start with Dave when I hit start.
12, jeez.
Wait, yeah, his name's Killer Dave.
Yeah.
Not Killer Mike. He's not a second Mikey. Wait,
He
what
sure
the fuck
isn't.
did she say? Wait, I was right. Wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said there's a second fucking Mikey. I mean, Javier and Manifesto don't know that yet, but
Isn't it a reference to the fact that Sandals thought his name was Mike and couldn't remember when they were first talking? That's what I thought.
I don't know. She wouldn't know that, right?
We'll have to clarify. So, looks like Killer Dave's up first. He's got some fun options here. Let's see, what do I want to do with him? He's going to reach down and spit on Mikey. This globule of acidic slime spews forth from his muzzle and coats the poor Chihuahua boy.
That sounds like it's a problem.
Yes, absolutely.
He doesn't like it. Mikey doesn't like it.
And as he's doing this, Mikey is screaming, "Don't let him drink me!"
What?
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 All right.
Just imagining Manifesto and Javi just like putting their guns down for a second, like, what? What the fuck are you saying, you weirdo?
What did you just say to me?
Excuse me?
You see Mikey absolutely coated with this goo that is sizzling and it looks like it's burning his clothes off, and he is writhing around in agony, screaming. So that's a great start.
Welcome to the childhood trauma section of this tabletop RPG.
Next up is going to be Jet. And Jet... Yeah, alright. It's gonna be Jet. What's Jet doing?
I'm first?
You are first among the players, yes.
Do I know anything yet?
I'm gonna say Maven is probably going to start a ruckus and move towards the door. She's gonna shout, "They're here!"
Okay. I was like, I don't think I know what encounter's happening yet. And I'm not privy to the two Mikeys line, so I don't have that to investigate. So I guess I'm going to check outside.
All right, and because you have notice, you notice something interesting when you look outside. You do see Dave hanging over and attacking this child, but you also notice there's something wrong with Mikey's hoodie.
What does that mean?
It looks like the logo's upside down.
Wait, that's real?
Doppelganger.
I was intentionally not calling out that Mikey's shirt's reversed.
Oh, it's not reversed. It's rotated 180
rotated
degrees.
upside down.
You just rotated the sprite.
Wait. Yeah, no, it's the sprite's not right. I thought the sprite was just backwards, but no, the entire logo is rotated upside down in a way that you can't get from the sprite being backwards. Wait.
Something's wrong here. Actually, give me a sense danger.
I was
like
gonna
that.
say, like, I think I need to investigate Mikey here.
Yeah. Give me a sense trouble.
Something is going on here. Oh.
All right, I'll say that's actually a success with a 3. The way he's moving around is very erratic and strange. It doesn't look like the way a kid would move.
The new god of fear and hunger.
I was like, just thinking, like, where the hell did they find this one?
We need that little sound effect, the girl cry to play as he's contorting into a nightmare creature.
There had to have been a catch. He was too easy to get out of that fucking well.
Is there any kind of, like, prepare action type thing?
Yeah, I'll say if you want to spend your turn preparing now, then I'll give you a bonus when you do something next turn. What are you preparing for specifically?
Mikey to do anything, basically.
All right. We'll just move you to Aster Mikey.
There's the obvious threat, but I have noticed something absurd.
You sure have.
So I'm just gonna be looking. I'm gonna be doing the least expected thing, which is I'm gonna be pointing my gun at the child in pain.
You're doing the Men in Black training scenario.
Yeah. Mikey's got textbooks that are way above his grade level. Deeply suspicious.
Oh, that slimy guy hanging from the barbell, he's just working out. All right.
Yeah. What's wrong with Mike?
What's wrong with that?
Mike's really, like, doing us a favor if you think about it. Like, or Dave, I mean, shit. I've decided his name's Mike at some point.
God, these names.
So, on her turn, Maven's going to shout out in clarification. Mikey's still back in his room. That's not Mikey.
Yeah, no, I'm on that.
And she's going to go for the door. And Sandals, do you want to intercept her from opening the door?
Do you?
Sort of. I want to interject to make a plan really quickly, like quick battle conversation. Can I do that?
Yeah.
So Sandals catches her wrist and goes, "Where are Mikey and Naomi? Where are their rooms?"
She'll point back to the end of the hallway, and she actually thinks, since you've reminded her, Martin, go check on them at the end of the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Martin to do that on my turn. I know I probably can't do that yet, but that's what Sandals is gonna do. So Sandals is gonna start walking that direction away from them, because if Maven's here with her crossbow, you all have this. There is enough firepower out here to deal with what could potentially be another doppelganger back there with Naomi and the other Mikey.
All right. So after she dispatches Sandals and Martin to go check on Naomi and Mikey 1, she's going to open the door and steady her crossbow, aiming it at Killer Dave. Oh my god!
This turns Sandals on, and he immediately is like, "Oh, yeah,
holy
you got
shit.
this." Yeah.
All right, so she loses a bolt from the crossbow and gets Dave right in the back with it. He is howling out in pain. Wow.
A hunter must hunt.
It's true. Just like a chunter must chunt.
I know who that is.
I've solved the case.
Let's see, what's Mikey gonna do?
He's Yekum, not Mikey.
Yekum. Yekum is gonna hide behind Manifesto. He's chosen you as his guardian, and he's gonna say, "Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!"
Melt him like Yekum.
Let me in. Manifesto looks utterly discombobulated.
It's a very confusing sentence.
I know.
See, the internet
unintentionally.
The internet is cut out right now, but let it be known that that Manifesto's chat is still begging him to suplex the child.
That is true. We did get a live McSkinny discombobulated.
Fan service, all right.
Wonderful. So as he swings around behind you, you see him melting. And at first you think, oh no, it's because Dave shot acid at him and now he's body melting. How fucking horrible. But he starts to take on a very different shape.
Oh.
What's your favorite friend, Sandals?
That's
This poses many questions.
that's a reveal about that character, I guess.
And he goes from begging to demanding, "Let me in! Let me in!"
The lockpicking lemur had about one line as a human.
So he's gonna try to climb inside Manifesto now
Oh.
to hide from the ravenous beast that wants to drink him. All right, Manifesto. You get a surge of melty, goopy lemur fluid pouring up into your mouth and starting to fill your lungs. You take 3 damage.
God is like the Gatorade 4 Loco he made at last year's Christmas party.
we have reached the slime inflation part of this series.
We sure have.
Straight from childhood trauma to that.
Uh-huh. All right. So who's up next?
That review really took the breath out of your lungs.
Sandals, you're up next.
All right. I'm going to assume Sandals didn't see any of this because he was walking towards the back of the place.
Sure.
Okay. Are we close enough to any of the to the rooms that she specifically pointed at?
Yeah, I'd say you can get there this turn. You can get all the way to the back where she pointed.
Okay, Sandals is just gonna immediately try to open one of the doors and just while shouting Mike, Naomi, are you in there?
The door is actually open. It looks like they kept it open so they could see outside and would have less chance of someone creeping up on them. And
Yeah, so he's just turning a corner then, I guess, turning into the room.
As you turn the corner and go inside, you see Naomi sitting on the side of the bed, and she holds up a finger to shush you because it looks like Mikey is passed out in the bed and she has a bunch of blankets on him.
Okay. I think when Sandals sees that, he's going to shake his head no, and then very clearly does she have a weapon? Is there anything in here? Does it look like she's used is there a baseball bat, a plank, anything?
You see she has a can of pepper spray on the nearby bedside table, but that's all.
He's going to point to that and then just be very clearly be you need to be ready. And then close the door. And as he's closing it, he's going to motion to her to lock it when it's closed.
You hear her mutter, "Again with this bullshit." And she gets up and does as you've suggested.
Yeah. And then I think Sandals, does Martin have anything to say about this? If he's just with me, he could probably stay in there with them. It might be a good idea if he's not armed.
Yeah, that's a good idea. He's not armed.
Yeah, so, I think Sandals is gonna let him in the room. Plus, he's a nice old man. He probably can reassure a child, or something. Let's put them in there where they are safe and also, very importantly, not a threat. And then with that, Sandals is going to ready his gun, turn off the safety, check the ammo. How much ammo is in it? I assume it's loaded. Jet seems pretty bad about gun safety, given that we just found them in his trailer. And then, just start walking his way back up, hugging the wall as he does so.
All right, excellent. All right, Grayson, everything's going to shit. What are you gonna do about it?
Everything's going to shit. I don't even have my clipboard anymore.
It was your greatest weapon, and now it's gone.
Five stability damage. No clipboard.
Seriously.
That clipboard was your rock.
I'm not sure that there's anything Grayson could do. I'm thinking that there's some world in which he's running out to try to help whatever's going on with Manifesto. But I'm not sure he could overcome running toward the spitter thing.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Is he a hungry boy? Can he drink the
Definitely,
lemur?
I guess going to be looking around the lobby, see if there is anything else in here that could possibly be used as a weapon or something to defend with.
All right, so let's see. Scrounging around the lobby, you find some old boxes and what looks like a dark leather briefcase that's been left behind, and it's like really thick. You could definitely do a little bit of damage with that. I'll count that as a large improvised weapon.
That'll do.
All right. So next up, Javi. Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Man, at this point, I'm just apologizing to Manifesto. Dude, if we didn't go to the well, we wouldn't have dug up this monster that's fucking killing you right now. When I look at Manifesto, what do I see? Is this thing like still like it's like halfway in his mouth, or like, what's going on?
It is like halfway in his mouth, and it's continuing to fill him up.
Oh,
Is there? I know he's a goopy boy.
He's a very goopy boy.
Is there anything? Is there any part of him that's bony that looks solid that I could pop like his arm? I could grab and yank as hard as I can.
Yeah, you can give it a try.
Oh man.
Inflates you big and round.
Is that?
shut the fuck up.
Should I roll athletics or scuffling? I guess it doesn't really matter.
Is it time?
Scuffling.
Yeah, either one.
Do we need even more Ipecac? Is this like an ad?
Ka has created an encounter now that we're out of Ipecac that we cannot solve easily. Joke's on you. I have the Heimlich maneuver on my character sheet.
Javier still has laxatives.
Oh yeah, full tour,
Wow.
baby.
Wow, you're gonna go full. You're gonna go full flubber.
You never go full flubber.
You never go full flubber.
All right, Javi, you're trying to grab at him, but he's just so goopy. Your fingers are going right through him, and it's very unpleasant.
God damn it.
You're pretty sure he's non-Newtonian.
Okay, this is not good. I don't know what to do for Manifesto.
It's the thought that
right.
counts.
Manifesto.
Okay. So, due to fate's seemingly oral fixation with Manifesto's mouth and damaging it today,
Yes.
or he was already bleeding from fucking the trauma from the counter earlier and losing the tooth. Now he's got all this
lemur in your
slime
wounds.
shit. Yeah, it's not a good day. It's not fun. So is this a situation where I need to scuffle to get rid of, or do I have free movement?
You can. Okay, so if you try and make a break for it, he's probably going to stay attached to you and just get drug along. If you want to try and expel him first, definitely give me a scuffling.
Okay, so I couldn't use my ranged weapon just yet.
You could just like shoot at the part of him that's
Fuck
hanging
yeah,
out of
I'm
you.
just trying to fucking put a cap in his ass. Just
Oh,
die.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my pistol. Let's see if that's in my equipment yet. I don't think a gun. Let's go ahead and roll. +1, I think. I'm gonna use my shooting.
All right.
And this does +1 damage, right? It's not +0.
Let me double check.
Man, I just realized that Maven's sweater is like a blood pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Toaster speaking. Toaster has a crush on Maven.
That topic is fuck, man. Let's see. Light firearm
Hell
is
yeah.
typically +0, so yeah, I'm gonna say that's a +0 weapon.
Okay. All right.
All right, that's gonna be a hit though. You are shooting goopy bits off of this bastard.
Okay. Does it look like it stopped him or swayed him in any way? Is he even remotely stunned?
Yeah, he's it looks like what's left of him is starting to like withdraw, and he might be trying to flee this fight now.
Okay, Manifesto would be just like sputtering, now having some moment of reprieve, and he'd just be like spitting up blood and maybe an extra tooth. He doesn't know if it's a molar or a canine, but he's gonna be like trying to get his way toward the front door, just kind of like bleary and just fuck.
All right. But thankfully, with the loss of a second tooth, it's symmetrical now. So at least you can feel good about that.
Sure.
All right. So,
Fuck, I forgot to do something. God damn it.
let's see. What's Killer Dave gonna do? I wanted him to go for hobby, but I think now that the lemur is being expelled from Manifesto, that's definitely going to be Killer Dave's priority. He's going to lurch down and loom over the sopping pile of Larry, and he says, Dave want num num. And he just starts slurping the fuck out of him.
No.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it. That's a lot of damage. Okay. He's managed to slurp up all that remains of Larry.
I guess, I mean, if anyone's gonna digest the goop lemur, it's gonna be the guy with acid bile, right? Like,
If he's lucky, unless this backfires, the lemur takes over, or they merge or something. They reach their final form.
I know Kaz already thinking it, but don't give him any ideas.
The lock-picking werewolf.
Larry, the lock-picking acid Dave.
Oh.
All
This
right.
This situation changed
I want
several-
him to fucking Mortal Kombat fatality this guy and just barf up all his bones next. Like, just give us some closure, please.
You want him to get the reptile fatality?
Mm-hmm.
Just swallows the lock-picking lemur.
All right.
Or he explodes out of the werewolf. Who the fuck knows?
That's entirely possible too.
All right. Thought process changed rapidly over the course of that sequence. It went from, do we fire on Mikey, to Mikey's halfway sticking out of Manifesto's face, which is not non-ideal target, to, at one point I was like, well, if there's currently a crossbow bolt sticking out of Dave, I was like, can I grab Dave by the handle and just like force feed the lemur to him to get it off of Manifesto? To that happened on its own in 3 seconds. So at this point, I'm just a guy with a gun again. Do we have any idea how much ammo we have? I don't know if we ever verified that.
If you look on your equipment tab, you have 6 out of 6 for your ammo.
This is worth knowing. Let's see. How are things looking for like effective range? I guess I'm at like the doorway still.
I'd say you're at close range.
This is a thing. People don't realize this, but like, the way shotguns work in video games.
Yeah, they don't have
is
spread
not
in real life.
Yeah, it's not the way they work in real life. In real life, shotguns are much longer range than video games will treat you. Like, if you're sitting, 2 rooms away from someone and someone points a shotgun at you and shoots you, it's still gonna hurt really bad and probably kill you. So that's pretty good range to be at. Like, you can fuck someone up with a shotgun.
At one point, I was like, because there was so much thought process to go through, I was like, if Grayson happened to find like alcohol behind the counter, maybe I can Molotov the fucking lemur out of Manifesto's mouth. Like, I was like, how do you deal with this problem?
I would not want you to roll a 1 on that.
No, I was sincerely shocked a bullet helped. Jesus. So right now there still is, I guess Manifesto's still mostly outside. Javier's all the way outside.
He's coming toward the door. He's approaching where you guys are.
Let's see. I'm gonna yell for Manifesto to get down.
All right.
And then I'm gonna fire. See how this
Was
fucking goes.
I need to be clear about this really quickly. Was the lemur fully expelled from McSkinny Manifesto's mouth, or did Killer Dave just like Lady in the Tramp like pull the spaghetti?
No.
He was mostly out, but there might have been a little contact there.
No.
Oh, dear.
You guys shared a drool streak. The fucking strand.
Just a link between
Too much
bros.
about it.
Where is like as shooting as that? I'm going to give this a go. Let's see. That should be the right button. Oh,
Ooh,
it's a good.
that is unfortunately going to be a miss. This
No,
is a very
even with 2
wily
points.
motherfucker.
With 2
Yeah.
points spent.
Needed a 4 to hit him.
No. Well, there's 1 bullet down in. It was a very impressive move. Manifesto dove to the ground for great reason.
So as that shot rings out, you see Killer Dave like scoot down on all fours, Valdo style, close to the ground, and he turns his head at you. He's like, "Time to party."
I don't like this anymore.
Maven's gonna shout out, "Everyone in now!" And is gonna reload her crossbow, take another shot.
Choo choo, let's go.
Oh my god, Maven! I keep rolling like fire with her.
God damn.
She's the most competent person here by a significant margin. This is what being a woman on the internet does to you. It just, you become hyper capable of dealing with just whatever this guy's bullshit is.
All right. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, so much damage.
Kaz having the DM experience of making a cool combat encounter for the PCs and then solving it entirely himself.
So she manages to get a crossbow bolt into his mouth. It pins his tongue to his lower jaw.
Ugh. He just got hot fuzzed.
Yeah. He's gonna need a lot of ice cream. Alright. Sandals. Fully erect at this point?
His heart is definitely I think he watches that and like he was walking towards the door, but he just stops for a second and just goes like, "Girl," and then starts to walk out the door. Is Dave like on the ground? Like, what is his positioning? Is he in pain? He's
definitely in pain. He's on the ground, but he's like on all fours, looking like he's gonna the grudge scuttle at you.
Gotcha. Sorry, can I get a recap? Where is everyone else? Manifesto still outside. Javi's
he's
still outside.
running for the door. Javi's probably a little bit further away.
Okay.
Jet and Grayson are still inside. Jet's shooting from the door with you.
How far away is he from Sandals and the door?
Definitely with the speed he's moving at, he could clear that gap in a turn.
Okay. Can I roll a non-combat skill right now?
You sure can. What are you rolling?
I'm rolling preparedness.
All right. What are you seeing if you got?
That's okay. That's a 3. I want to pull out the Benadryl that I had earlier.
Yeah, you got it.
And Sandals is going to say, "Wanna party?" And then he's going to fucking yeet it.
Ooh.
Is there anything left of you inside their test but for drugs?
He wants it. He wants it real bad.
He sure does.
Come
He
here,
wants
boy.
that. He wants that pretty oblong pink pill that Sandals took earlier. Because as far as he's concerned, Sandals is his homie.
All right. You see his eyes go after the pill bottle, and he looks like he's gonna go fetch.
Immediately after this moment, Sandals clears the doorway and is like huddled. So like on the picture over here, where my thing is hovering or whatever, Sandals is like is gonna be like ducked down for cover right there, beside the doorway.
All right. Whew. Grayson.
I can't believe that came back.
Yeah. Even, I totally believe that worked. That's amazing. Given that Maven's trying to get everyone inside, Grayson's just going to take up a position by the door to slam it shut and hold it shut as soon as she gives the signal.
Great idea. All right, Javi.
Yeah. So I'm not that close to the door, and I take it Killer Dave is kind of between me and the door, huh?
Yeah, he is distracted, but if you want to give me a fleeing roll, you might be able to get past him.
Now I'm gonna roll preparedness.
Ooh.
Oh.
3, not bad.
All right. What do you seeing if you got?
So even though I smashed my phone earlier, I was checking to see if my I'm kind of old school, seeing if my iPod was still in my pocket.
Ooh, yeah, you got an old classic iPod. What kind? You got the Touch, you got the Nano, you got the Mini.
Yeah, I got the mini.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pop that in, and I'm putting some throat knot on right now. You know, I
Just
didn't get to
popping
see
some
them.
throat knot like you do.
I didn't get to see them on their last tour, so it's like, fuck it, here we go. You know, the last time I saw them live, I got a bunch of fake blood all over me, but I figured now I'm gonna see the real thing. So,
Absolutely.
I'm going to try to sneak up on him with him being distracted, and I'm gonna try to slash his neck with the cleaver.
Ooh, all right. What's a good pithy song to kill him to?
Or not.
Yikes, or not.
Or not. Unfortunately, his ears perk up as he hears the dulcet tones of his own beloved voice coming through your headphones. And he turns and starts thrashing his head around in that like circular headbanger motion, but his neck is definitely much looser than it should be. And he ends up like rotating his neck all the way around, and you fucking with it when you try and slash him.
Fuck.
I'm upset by the fact that since it's a metal dude and the tongue, and he has a whole second person inside of him now. At this point, he just looks like the ticks from Bloodborne, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
All right, Manifesto, buddy. Trying to vacate the last of the lemur out of your sinuses.
Yes, there's some vacating happening. Better out here at the front than anywhere else. He's still stumbling his way in. He managed to get through the front door, and then he basically just like kind of falls down to his knees, kind of rolls over with his fucking Supreme logoed gun, and it's just like, fuck. And he's just gonna try to shoot another shot out in the direction of this fucking thing. Now that he's finally inside.
All right, go for it.
And it's gonna go so well.
Does Manifesto see Javier?
Just the...
That's a pretty good shot.
Okay, and I roll 1d6 for damage, right?
Yep.
Roll 1d6. Okay.
All right, your shot hits, and he is definitely grazed by it. It looks like it goes right through his ear and takes off a like tunnel of his cheek.
Ugh.
Oh, wonderful. All you guys are being creative with like your playing the songs and using the Benadryl, and Manifesto's just like shooting. Just die.
This man fighting for his life over here.
I'm continually shocked by how Javier just goes in.
A chubby little 4'11" little hamster man.
Yeah.
All right. After a good round of head banging, Killer Dave is going to grapple Javier, and he's decided, "You're ready. You're ready to party." And at least a foot of that tongue is going in your mouth right now.
Damn it.
The DM's thinly veiled fetish.
So many of them, man. We're gonna be here for days.
Finley.
All right.
Well.
And because... So, when this writhing appendage bloats out your throat, knots it, if you will, you feel not the burning of acid, but you quickly realize, oh, it's the other kind of acid. Give me a stability roll.
Oh no, you're getting good timed, buddy.
All right. You're
This
going
is
to have
gonna
a good bad time.
This is gonna have lasting consequences.
Sure is.
If no one's seen the movie Good Time, the Safdie brothers movie, this happens in that movie, and it is very disturbing.
All right. Javi, you're down to 0 stability. Ooh, boy. So we'll get back to you in a minute to describe what that's like, but it's not good. And you're also down to 2 health.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Dave had every opportunity to get away here, but he just needed to party a little bit more.
We are running out of Javier.
We are. He was good to go for that Benadryl, but he got distracted by a true fan. All right, Jet.
All right, so how's range looking at this point?
You're still at close range. You could head out and get into point blank if you want.
Fucking shoot him! Shoot him!
I'm going. This is risky, but Jet is going to try to run over and point blank blow the tongue off.
Ooh, I like that.
Because this seems very high stakes at the moment. Let's see. Do I need to roll anything besides attack?
Just a shooting roll. Give me that.
All right. Ooh.
Ooh, boy! All right, you snap that fucking tongue in half, and it writhes about on its own. Javi, give me a health roll to not swallow the tongue.
Okay.
That's gonna be a time release drug in him for a while if it stays in.
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to yak it back out. Thank goodness. Oh, so you managed to sever Dave's tongue, and he looks like he's about to bolt.
Speaking of bolt,
Speaking of bolts,
What's the matter? Mouse got your tongue?
Raven's only got 1 bolt left. Let's see if she can make it count. Nope, she finally whiffs it. Can't stay on a hot streak forever, unfortunately. She's definitely shaken after what she has just seen, so that definitely explains it.
Don't believe this. Maven would have hit that if Ka weren't manipulating the rolls.
Yep.
I have faith.
Missing projectiles is very worrying when this many people are in play.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to shoot into a group of people and make sure you're only hitting the one. All right, Sandals.
So once again, reminder: Manifesto running into the door, or he got inside.
He's on the ground shooting.
Yeah.
Okay. Dave and Javi, foot-wise, how far from the door?
I'd say about 15 feet. And Jet's right up there with him now.
Yeah. So, Killer Dave has 2 crossbow bolts in him currently.
Yeah. One
And then-
pinning the base of his tongue to his jaw, and past that, it has been severed by a shotgun blast.
But he's still like on top of Javi, even though Javi and Jet are...
I think he's rolled off now and looks like he's about to skedaddle.
Huh. How is it even possible for Sandals to determine how banged up this dude is? Or is he just a bloodborne enemy whose health bar is invisible? Like, what are we going on right now?
I'd say you could give me a cryptozoology spend to try and assess that.
Okay. I will do that.
He's like crawling
How
around
bad
on
is
all
he?
fours, isn't he?
What's his HP like?
He's crawling around on all fours. Do you think one solid hit from a firearm would probably do him in at this rate?
I'm just wondering, like, how fast can he get away when he's all M-preggers and runs around on all fours?
Yeah, he's got that sloshing gut now.
So yeah, Sandals I think is most worried about, or would be most worried about that. I don't know how much he actually saw. He probably doesn't even realize that it's the lemur that was there.
He's just a
Sandals,
floaty party boy.
Yeah, Sandals I think is going to walk up and just like, I wanted to be cool and I wanted to say that he was gonna grab both of the bolts and like judo flip him using the bolts as leverage. But
With your zero scuffling.
Yeah, with my zero scuffling, it's not a very compelling roll. That's like a Manifesto move. Manifesto can have that one for free. Sandals, I think, is gonna walk up and just fire. Now, how does this work? Do I choose the amount of bullets I fire? What are these numbers for?
That's just how many bullets you have. You are only shooting one with an attack.
Okay.
But you can spend your shooting points to increase your accuracy.
Yeah, Sandals will spend one of those, I guess, and we'll roll. So I'm gonna roll a shooting.
Yep.
Well, I got a 2.
Unfortunate. He's writhing around. He's still wily, though. He's still hard to hit.
All right.
Especially since you're being careful not to hit the people around him.
Yeah, Sandals just like, I guess, fires blindly out. Maybe he's telling himself he's given Javi cover.
Lay down cover fire.
Yeah, peeks out and just fires in that direction. Trying to see what's his face is gonna do, but I guess it doesn't pay off. So,
all right, Grayson, you're holding the door open like a nice gentleman.
I was supposed to be holding it to close it.
Would you like to do anything else, or
is Javi potentially in range to run out and grab? And
you could go grab Javi, absolutely.
100%. That's what I'd be doing at this point.
Just to clarify too, I'm not totally sure how it works with having zero stability, but my mental state at this point is pure panic, and I was going to try to just attack him again with the meat cleaver again. So it's up to you to try to intervene if you can, because I don't have any plan. I think I've lost my mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna need either a scuffling or an athletics to try and get a hold of Javi.
Let's do athletics.
And durable wrangling.
Ooh, you got him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get
You got
ass
kids.
inside.
You got kids. You're used to this.
Yep.
You
And
just got
they're bigger than
dadded.
him.
I think you ran and you locked your arms like underneath my armpits and kind of scooped me up, and I'm hacking midair the meat cleaver in his direction.
Let me at him.
Yeah, I'm
All
booking it back toward the building.
I was really worried that if you hit him with the cleaver, you would just release another monster.
You popped him. All right, so
Technically, if he gets away, that's still a monster down.
it's true.
I don't know if that monster stays down if he doesn't get away.
Javi, I'm sending the stability journal to everyone. Let's see, losing stability page. You get to pick which one of these conditions you are suffering from losing stability.
Let's see.
You are now losing it, so you get to choose if you're shaken, panicked, closed off, exposed, blackout, or berserk. From the way you described it, it might be berserk.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's I'm in this berserk 100%.
All right. So you are being grabbed and torn away from the fight. Do you want to like throw the cleaver?
I am absolutely like an axe, like a throwing axe. It crossed my mind earlier before everything went down with Mikey.
Uh-huh.
So is that a scuffling?
Yeah, that's a scuffling, and I'll say it's a -1 since it's not intended to be thrown.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, as hard as I can, again, I'm just aiming directly for between his eyes with this thing. Fuck you.
Oh my god! Oh! All right, so he is making a break for it as Grayson drags you away, and just at the very last second, he turns back and looks at you one last time, just in time to get a cleaver in the face. Blood sprays for him as he writhes around and ends up on his back, a sloshing gut squirming around with what is apparently a still living Larry slime inside. Okay, we're out of combat for now. Ooh, boy.
Well,
All right, back inside now. Now.
Yep. Now. First order of business. I got a couple of points of shrink to spend on Javi. Still holding him like, it's okay. It's okay. He's gone. It's over. Stop. Why are you still trying to go kill him?
I have no words at this point. How does this work? Is he able to get me out of the negative?
Let's see. Yeah. You are good once you are brought back above 0. Okay. So he's got you back up to 3.
Jesus fucking Christ! Did I just kill Killer Dave?
Don't think of it as you killed Killer Dave. You just helped put him out of his misery.
Ah, man, that's absolutely insane. Well, at least the rest of the band was the actual talent.
Whoa, that's rough. pretty sure Killer Dave was the name of one of the bonus tracks. Maybe
The,
recites from memory.
The body is still out there, right?
No, yeah, Jet
It is.
standing over the fucking. Jet's currently standing over what I presume looks like that animation that would play when you turned on your Xbox. Just that blob that's just like kicking and shit when you turn on the
Yeah.
original Xbox. And I don't think Jet has like alcohol or anything flammable on him, which is his first thought right now.
Yeah. So Sandals, this is what I wanted to do before. I mentioned this in the after show a while ago, but Sandals still has that vial of viewer acid.
Oh, yeah.
Sandals is gonna go up to Killer Dave and see if it's reacting to him at all.
It is, in fact. While it normally spikes a little bit towards the lighthouse in the distance, once you get closer to Killer Dave, it begins spiking towards him.
He's moving it over his body. Is it spiking towards his stomach?
It is.
Yeah, Sandals is gonna fire just more bullets into his stomach.
Oh. All right. You puncture that gut open, and Larry starts to seep out of it, but quickly goes inert.
Yeah. I think Sandals is. I want to be very clear. Sandals goes out here ice cold without even talking to anyone about this. Just holds a gun out over a corpse and fires, let's say, like 2 bullets into it. I don't know if you can reduce that on your side or if we have to or whatever. Yeah, he shoots the corpse until the thing goes inert. And then I think while he's staring at the bottle, he just kind of goes like, and then tucks it back into his pocket and starts walking back in.
I did not think that was gonna work.
Okay, I didn't know we could kill those things. I figured running was a better option.
I think as Sandals hears that, he goes, they need our bodies for some reason.
There's still so much we don't know. Hey, Rat Guy and Luchador? Did you find out anything about the viewers when you were gone? All right, take your time, buddy.
We got a book.
About the viewers? That's amazing.
What was the book about again? It's been a minute.
It was how to cook for one microwaving, I think. This is an absolutely sad book for a sad man. And I say that realizing it was like for Manifesto. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
You serious? They gave you a cookbook?
Oh, look at that 3D model. Oh.
You can prepare a delicious, satisfying meal in minutes.
A spunky up-and-comer in the microwave cuisine arena.
No ordinary cookbook.
I don't want to be like insensitive here, but I feel like in a furry universe, naming your company like Pelican Books is like in the real world naming your company like Asian Books. Like it's a little
we're gonna have
sus,
to change
right?
that someday.
Like one of these days we're gonna age out of that and be a little bit more inclusive.
Who knows?
Imagine-
Maybe Pelicans are like the equivalent of like the oppressing class or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows?
This is white people books. Books for white people. Which, to be fair, this is microwave cooking. So
Yeah.
Have we met a
It
bird
kind of
yet?
tracks.
they have not, I don't think.
What was the question?
Maybe they're on bird people.
They're bird people.
That's ominous.
That sounded like an answer.
Manifesto,
You have ended a bird person.
You have.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Margo.
Margo.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, this is out of character. Yeah, but Manifesto is like looking at the book, kind of flipping through it a bit disheartenedly, and he's just like, TV dinners are fine. No one needs to cook.
Everyone in the party turns to him and looks at him like he's crazy.
I need that lean cuisine. It keeps my figure as it is. And he gestures down at himself.
The name's ironic.
Yeah, no, sorry. We didn't learn anything from the viewers. Manifesto bravely jumped the well to satisfy them, and that's how we found not Mikey, unfortunately. We dragged him out of there, so sorry about that.
You found him in the well? That thing's like 30 feet deep.
That explains a lot, because I was wondering like why he wasn't dead or severely injured, so
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if he was hiding from Dave. Weird.
I mean,
All right.
that adds all sorts of extra problems to the situation, because if they're not, I don't know, if there's like different factions or like different forces, and if they're not all on the same team, maybe we can use that to our advantage, but I don't know. It seems like a chaotic clusterfuck out there.
I hope they didn't hear the gunshots, because we shot several times.
Yeah, that might bring more of them here. We don't know how many there are. I don't know if staying here is a good idea or if we should try and get to the cars.
I can't believe bile's not the worst thing I had in my mouth today.
Gross.
I think Sandals legitimately laughs at that, like inappropriately, is like, just like finds that a little too funny. Sandals though immediately just says like, cars aren't gonna start. We can't make for the cars.
Have you confirmed that, or just being genre savvy? She sighs.
Well, I think Sandals looks to Melvin and is like, do you want to tell her about how you rigged all of the cars to only open and start based on their Wi-Fi connection, or do you want me to tell her that?
Mr. Man blushes and rubs the back of his head. He's like, I thought it would be a cool part of the puzzle if you guys had to get all the keys to leave. And Maven just sighs, this guy's an idiot, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of dumb. But
All right.
that's, I think Sandals is just like flustered and then just says like, that's beside the point.
Well, we
Naomi
don't
and Mikey
have phones.
and no, we don't have phones. Sandals is a little bit too bashful about this when he says it, but he's like, the cell signal is out. The cell tower is gone. The radio tower is gone.
The local field IR or whatever they're using should still work just to get the little tags off of the keys to the city and open the car door, even without a full network to the outside. But if we don't have a phone, we don't have a phone.
Manifesto holds up his phone that he did not destroy. Hello.
So Mr. Man immediately starts stammering. He's like, you didn't break your phone? I thought we were all breaking their phones. My cookie clicker score was so high.
Mr. Man, I love you, but I also love my phone. I'm sorry. But I can help with this if we still want to, play the puzzle. He just kind of just starts laughing.
Sandals just kind of like, I think Sandals is irritated that Manifesto was like smart dumb enough to not break his phone. Like the fact that Manifesto is like saving the day in front of the girl that Sandals has a crush on is like a little bit upsetting to him. But I think his logic is like kind of pushing here, and he continues to say like, listen, we can play the game, but it's gonna require a lot more cooperation. I confirmed this already. I was in the radio tower. I saw the cameras. The cameras that became the viewers are in the rooms that have the keys in them. They are watching the puzzles. I think it is far safer for us to avoid playing the game, at least in the way Melvin here wanted us to play it, than it is to try and find a different solution. And even so, I think Sandals is just like sighing. His hand is like on the bridge of his nose. Who's to say they'll even let us leave anyway?
So you think we need to take the fight to them?
Sandals kind of shrugs. I think this is breaching a level of understanding he doesn't fully have yet. Like, this is information. This is something we don't have data on.
Let's blow up the lighthouse.
Absolutely.
Sandals like shrugs for a second and then nods his head yes, and then stops to consider. And then is like, I don't know if we can bring the fight to them, but I do think at the very least we can starve them out.
What do you mean? Do you mean like stay here where they can't see us and then they'll get bored?
How much more Ipecac did you grab?
We have laxatives.
I don't know if that's going to help in this situation.
So I think
going up.
I think Sandals is like, he's sitting here and he's like, he's really putting some thought into this, but he just says, listen, we're all here to create content. This whole thing was a ruse for Melvin's channel. This whole thing was going to be a boon to all of us. I knew it was going to be important to me. I thought it was going to be my big break. And it turns out there were a lot more stakes to the people watching than we thought there were. But the thing is, in order to succeed in this sort of thing, you need to know your viewers. You need to know how they'll react and how to cater to them. All of us have experienced what it's like to work on things that don't get the attention that we wish they would get. Our audiences don't care about the stuff that we're most passionate about. This isn't about huddling up and hiding. This is about doing what we're interested in, not what they want. Now, we all know what happens to channels that just stop uploading, stop producing content. Eventually, the viewers just disappear. That doesn't mean they're gone. I don't know if we can ever get rid of this. I mean, frankly, the very nature of reality at the moment is in question. I think Sandals like looks around the group. He looks at Javi. He looks at Grayson like really specifically at this and just kind of nods his head towards Grayson in like a very knowing like, sorry for upending your Christmas week, buddy, sort of thing. But then just kind of goes like, I don't know if there's a way to beat this.
Sandals.
But
I think you're right. This is like there's a whole universe of these fucking things. I think the lighthouse might be a portal, though. Close the portal, we can stop them from coming.
I think Sandals...
The goggles. And Manifesto holds up the goggles that he was that actually Sandals won earlier. And I'm going to post a link here in the chat in case anyone wants to click on those. Take a look at them. and he points to the briefcase logo on the back, and he's like, Javi, you're smart. What does that mean?
I'll post it so the stream gets to see it.
Briefcase. I guess at this point, was Grayson still holding onto that briefcase he found earlier?
Yeah, he's picked it back up. He had to drop it to go grab you.
Holy shit. Have we tried opening the briefcase yet? Let's crack that open.
All right. Inside the briefcase, it looks like it's just a bunch of wadded up clothes, like really densely wadded up.
Okay.
Should wear
Manifesto, do you want to do the honors?
Certainly. Manifesto is in the process of trying to put on whatever the clothes are in the briefcase.
No.
Key.
Manifesto.
Yes.
Put the goggles on.
Oh, right.
I didn't realize it was this easy again to wear clothes.
My viewership usually goes down.
It's true.
Manifesto is the number one 5 viewer hot tub streamer on Twitch.tv.
Doing NPC streams. He goes ahead and he slips the goggles on over the top of his mask and then pulls them down over his eyes.
All right.
I need to see this. Someone needs to draw that of all the things.
Manifesto, who do you look at?
I'm looking at Grayson since he's Mr. Briefcase Man.
Looking at Mr. Briefcase Man, you see Grayson, first of all, but you also see these ethereal shapes like taking form behind him. It looks like an alligator woman a little bit shorter than him and 2 younger alligator kids, and they're propping him up and hugging onto him with love and support.
Okay. He's like, Grayson, I need you not to panic, but you have several ghosts around you.
You're a little bit more than that,
try
buddy.
to pop one of them to try to get them to go away.
Your hand goes right through. You're not sure if they're actually cognizant of anything. They're kind of just.
They're not recognizing Manifesto's movements or boppings. No. Okay.
I'm watching all of this and I'm just kind of like, Manifesto, try looking inside the briefcase or at the clothes that were in them. Do you see anything weird?
Yeah, as Manifesto is slipping on whatever the pants are that are inside the briefcase, he would also look down at the contents with the goggles on.
So it's kind of like a black light. You're seeing some stains on them, but nothing too out of the ordinary.
There's some ghostly fluid on these undergarments here.
Ectoplasm.
Okay. And he turns and now he's looking up to Mr. Man.
You look at Mr. Man and you see the manifestation of hundreds of viewers lingering over his shoulders. Just these ghostly forms of those gross little eye lips.
Yeah, Manifesto visibly recoils and just shakes his head. He doesn't want to look at that anymore. Shifts over to Maven.
When you look over at Maven, you see a chubby old Batwoman hanging on her, and she's supporting herself with a cane.
It's like there's an old witch behind you. She's
that's
like
probably
you,
my
but
mom.
older and uglier.
Yeah, I can't say that to her face, but that's my mom.
I am so sorry. Oh, my bad.
It's fine. It's fine. She can't hear anything anymore.
Manifesto was like, shifting over to Javier then.
All right. Shifting over to Javi, you see it almost looks like the ghost of Killer Dave hanging over him. His giant 2-foot tongue wrapped around Javi's neck.
Oh, okay. That's the fellow from outside. He's still there with you. I don't like that. Moving on.
You see him with me?
He's a bit close. I don't like it. He's looking at Sandals now.
When you look at Sandals, you see a short ferret girl in like school clothes with long braided hair, and unlike all the other apparitions that seemed inert, this one turns and looks back at you. And as it does, its mouth gapes open.
Yeah, no, you're.
And that's where we're going to take our intermission.
What the?
Oh, I okay. That's right. I was zoomed in at the bottom of the screen, then panned up.
Okay. Not the payoff I expected. Dear Lord. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like this video, definitely subscribe, and please consider supporting Gnollplaying games on Patreon. There is a lot of custom art that needs to be paid for to make these shows possible, and as a thank you for your support, over the next few months you'll gain access to short stories that develop the Cape Escape universe, as well as behind-the-scenes peeks at our upcoming series, Dead Laws.